What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Entertainment Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of the Roundtable Podcast. Here today, I'm joined by a very special group of people. There's a lot of people here today. I am joined by both Action Saying Gamer, my friend Nathan, AZ Electro Kid. I'm joined by comic book fan 1992 Edgar. I'm joined by Blake, and I'm joined by my friend Weekly. Everybody's here once again for the Roundtable Podcast. What's going on, everybody? In particular, Mr. Boner Boy. You still got your boner going on?
Oh boy.
He's grunting. Look at that. No
we
response.
I just want to point out, I did not realize we were going to be talking about this again, but this is still amazing.
Hey,
Let's keep rolling on it.
You can blame Edgar for this because every single time we talk to him, what's up, Edgar? Oh. What you doing, Edgar? Oh.
Actually, that's true. When I spoke,
It is true.
For the first
We have
time
facts.
today.
What's going on, gentlemen? How are y'all nights tonight? I mean, I'm having a ball.
Great.
I'm having a ball.
Definitely having a good time.
For me, I'm just chilling,
chilling with that boner.
Got my comic book today.
Of course you would. What kind of comic is it? One of those porno comics?
No,
but
they do exist.
Okay, well. So what I really want to talk about right off the bat is I want to get everybody's like generalization of what's going to happen within Dragon Ball Super, and what I mean by this is like I'm not going to break it down based off of what's going to happen in July. I want to break it down based off of what's going to happen every season, which means whatever's going to vary this year, next year, and what you guys will expect to see, or at least want to see, in terms of like a story plot line. Like, forget the characters for a second. Like, what would you guys love to see in terms of like a story visionary like perspective? So whoever else wants to start. I mean, the general question here for everybody is where do you guys see Dragon Ball Super from now until next year? Like, how do you guys see the story developing here?
Well, I see it pretty much. You will have newer storylines.
Well, obviously, but I mean, how exactly will everything transcend into one another? Like,
well, go on. No, you go.
I was gonna say, like, do you guys see like there being other deities? I mean, based off of like what's gonna happen with like Whis overhaul and all that kind of stuff. Like, I want to get like what you guys feel is gonna happen, or do you guys think Akira Toriyama is gonna completely change everything around? Therefore, just swerving us all into something that we didn't see coming. So, what do you guys think?
I hope it doesn't. He doesn't somehow goes to another direction. So yeah.
I hope he doesn't fucking retcon the martial arts tournament, and I hope
really
the series. Well, it happened in the manga, and I just don't want that to happen. I just don't like you cut a piece, a core aspect to the story, and a core aspect to its Dragon Ball's mythology. Like, it's part of that series. It's part of it. You cannot.
So you're saying that you would like to keep that final episode? Why?
Yeah, no, that final chapter.
Why?
Because it happened. Because it happened in the fucking manga, and it would just be completely different. Granted, if you cut that, that's just wasting off a potential character like Oob, and it'll be very suck and very shitty that you cut off a good potential.
Very suck. He's thinking about sucking dildos.
Shush.
No, I understand where you're coming from, but ask yourself, how important is Oob to the Dragon Ball universe? Like, how many people really care about him as much?
But dude,
that's true.
He's part of the series, and just we need like
they can reintroduce him later down the road, like somewhere like.
True, but it'll just be name only.
No, he could still be a part of the crew. Maybe they stumble upon him and they notice that he has great power, but not as great as Goku and Vegeta, and they bring him along. I mean, because it kind of doesn't make any sense going based off of like the last manga chapter, because supposedly Oob was supposed to be so strong, he was supposed to be Goku's quote-unquote toughest opponent ever, and it was just like, it's kind of silly because we already know that his toughest opponent ever was both Whis and Beerus after seeing what happened in Revival of F and Battle of Gods. So it's like, if you incorporate Oob, does that mean Oob is stronger than the gods? Especially if you're going to go based off of him being the quote-unquote strongest that Goku's ever faced. it throws
that's
everything
a good-
off.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it does.
I
Yeah.
It is a
think
good point
somewhere
right there.
along the lines, Toriyama forgot about Oob.
It's like I feel like a part of me says that Akira Toriyama did really forget a lot, but at the same time I feel like he didn't, and he's probably going to tell a narrative through a completely different standpoint.
Yeah, but then
Yep.
again, if you look at Akira Toriyama, he is basically a real life troll. Because he says one thing and then he does something completely different.
Well, isn't
yeah,
that
but
what we
that's
all
the-
do as people?
That's true.
Eh,
You know, like
And
that's kind of contradictory because I mean we all do it as people. You know, we've all done it at least once. We
Well,
all
And that's the
contradict
thing with
ourselves,
Akira.
and this is the guy that made the manga, so doesn't that give him the right to
Yeah.
do whatever the hell he wants to do?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
If
that's
the
the
guy
thing about
wants to, if the
yeah.
guy wants to include a giant twin-headed dildo vibrating
Oh,
pigeon
God.
monster, then he can. You know, who's with me on this? Anybody?
Not this again. Oh
Uh,
God.
I'm just
I don't know what to say about that. I don't know.
because
all I'm gonna say is, Toriyama, please, please don't do what Alex just said.
it's not as bad as you think, right?
No. I thought you were trying to pull an Edgar for a minute.
Oh.
You guys are making it seem like a dual-headed Hydra vibranium pigeon monster is bad. It's good
It
for
is.
business. And speaking of good for business, now we all spoke about this in the Weird Podcast, but you guys gave your critiques about Malik Studios. A lot of people did actually. They kind of critiqued him on the things that he was saying and being in contradiction of a lot of things that he was talking about.
Mhm.
Now, my question to you guys is, Malik was talking about how he's worried about Dragon Ball Super ending up being like Dragon Ball GT. Do you guys think that Dragon Ball Super will later down the road end up like Dragon Ball GT? Misdirection and misguideline.
No, not at all.
Maybe,
Okay.
but maybe not. That's a
Yeah,
good question.
Oh
so.
wow, even you guys are kind of concerned. Okay, go ahead, tell me.
It all depends on what
mean-
routes Super goes, because
Yeah.
at this point we already enjoyed the movies Fukatsu no F, Battle of Gods, and all these fans, all these Dragon Ball Z fans, as us, we want to expect the greatness coming out of this series. They gave us a great show. Toei Animation and Akira Toriyama gave us a great show with these movies. Please give us a good show with this. And you know what? I think they're on the right mindset because they have performed and excellated. That's even a word, but they perform really well with these movies. So I think they're on that right path. Better.
Yeah, if
These
they
movies
keep
are better
following
than
that
the previous.
road, then yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but if they do something where they're like, oh, let's make something new. Oh, how about we continue off of Super Boo, or how about we continue off of Kid Boo? Then
Yeah.
it would be like,
Or like
what the
bring
fuck?
people back or something. Like maybe Cell might come back randomly.
No,
Like, we
no
don't
more.
know.
No, this is what I'm sick of with Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Stop bringing back villains that we've seen 20 billion jillion times, and
Yeah.
it gets repetitive. Like that's
Name-
why
Name
it
one.
gets then one planet
I don't think they're gonna bring anybody back anymore. Really, I mean, what would be the point of that?
Exactly.
I mean,
I think
Goku
they're
and
done.
I don't know.
Vegeta already
Cell might
beat
have a
they
new
said-
gold form.
They say new fresh villain. A new fresh villain, a face we never seen. So I would
Yeah.
be
I mean,
that
disappointed if
is
they bring
very
someone
interesting.
else.
I really doubt it. I mean,
Do you
going
know what I
based off
would?
of that picture that I showed you, with
Yeah, that
Goku,
picture did
Goku,
look like
Goku
something that
demanding
Goku
a
should
yeah,
do.
that's what I'm saying. Like Goku begging for a fusion, and there's this god behind them. I mean, it's crazy. Like again, what I loved about Revival of F was they kept hinting on the fact that Goku and Vegeta have to fuse, but then in the end, Goku and Vegeta made it perfectly clear that they're never going to fuse or work together because of their pride and their ego as Saiyans. But the only way I could ever see fusion happening is if like things really start getting desperate for everybody. Like for example, the only desperation they ever had technically was against Boo because Janemba doesn't count as a canon character. So they knew right off the bat that they had no chance and they had to just stop this person by fusing. Now, what if a similar scenario happens? Like, do you think it's going to happen or no?
I mean,
Like
sure, if they make
being
it.
forced to fuse because you have no other alternative.
I mean, if the character was like that strong, where you could take them both on like at a time, like let's say like both Goku and Vegeta decide to like they make up this great plan, and then like the guy like he sees through it and he's like, oh no, I can take you both down at once.
Well, I can tell you a character right off the bat that can do that. Whis.
Kid Buu.
Whis.
Whis.
Whis. I mean, he's so powerful. Like we saw it when both of them fought him. Like this guy was so easy to maneuver around them. Like it was actually becoming very sad. Like the way he was fighting them and treating them both. Like it was really sad. So I don't know. Like just do you guys think it'll ever happen? Like I know some people are gonna say fuck fusion, and I completely get it because those fusion characters were never given a real chance at.
Oh well,
further.
it's not just that. It's just that it just feels kind of pointless. It's
Explain
like,
why.
Go ahead, Edgar.
Well, for me, it's just like, okay, let's say they do face the guy, and now if it's possible, yeah, it's possible a fusion character could come in and face it, and the only character I see is Gogeta happening anytime.
Okay.
So pretty much for me, that's the only character I see. I don't see Vegito. People want to see Vegito, and I'm sorry, that's never gonna happen. No matter you beg it to your begging Toriyama and Toei Animation to put Vegito in the series, it cannot happen. And
or what if it does, and then they get beat out of that fusion?
That would make me laugh so hard.
Oh, yeah, that would be really cool. But it was just like, then what was the point in fusing? Like, what was the point of permanent fusion if you're basically fucked anyway?
Well,
so.
Well, I mean, if you go by it in anything, like, I mean, any hero for any series, so, like, they tried their best, like, they tried every option before they give up. I mean, Goku, I mean, like, if you look at him compared to Frieza, he tried the Spirit Bomb, didn't work. He tried everything that he had in his arsenal against Frieza, didn't work, and then he finally snapped and became the Super Saiyan, and then, well, Frieza was the bitch.
Well, for me, I think Goku's smart enough as a fighter. He's already knowledge. He's already done all these, like Blake was saying from day one. He's done different maneuvers, different techniques, the Spirit Bomb, the fusion. At this point, even at the during Battle of Gods, when they suggested fusion, Goku's like that won't be enough. I think he knows to himself in his brain as being a master fighter that, hey, I know this character. I know fusion ain't gonna work, and if he does want to try it, he'll try it. But I think at this point, if this character is so strong, this villain is so strong, I think Goku in his heart and his mind that he knows that, hey, fusion might not work because that's the way Goku thinks at times.
Well, I mean, again, he did recommend fusion during the wrong time because none of them were gods. So like their power was very, very low.
Maybe Goku likes to reference fusion when they're low because, I mean, maybe he thinks,
that is the only alternative, like in a way. Once they're beaten and down and out, what more can you do than combine your strength? And if you take their ego aside, it may work, but since their ego and their pride is still there, they're obviously never going to do it. But what about Goten and Trunks?
Yeah, I feel like they should be. I feel like Goku should be like, okay, Goten, I'm not gonna have you fuck around like what happened with Gohan. He failed, and now I'm gonna train you with everything that I've learned over my years of training, and then like have Goten come out like a badass. Because I mean, like, I want Piccolo to have a role instead of him just being bitched out, like getting smacked with chopsticks and bye Piccolo.
That is true.
I mean, Piccolo, when I saw him in Dragon Ball, like when he freaking, when him and Goku first fought at the World Martial Arts Tournament, he actually gave Goku a run for his money. And then, like, when he nailed both of freaking Raditz and Goku with the freaking special beam cannon, and then, like, he trained Gohan to the point where Gohan was like, oh, Super Saiyan 2 shit. Like, he trained under, like, Piccolo half of the time, and Goku just led him up to Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. So I feel like Piccolo should be like really like upping his game. Like he's thinking, oh, there are all these new gods. What can I do to like become on their level? Like I don't know, like maybe
there's gonna be a Namek god.
That would be interesting.
Well, that's what someone brought up. Someone brought up. It's like, well, how come, Saiyans can have their own god? Why can't other races have their gods?
I mean,
or
you know what
maybe
I mean?
perhaps
Like,
there's another race out there, another race of warriors that are stronger than the Saiyans.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yeah,
it's
we
going
don't
to be
know.
very good. I mean, I think whether it turns out to be a great show or a horrible show, I'm still going to be happy either way because we're going to have something brand new. And if mark my words, if this fails, if this show turns out being horrible, this is the last time we're ever going to get a series from Dragon Ball Z. That's just
Oh yeah.
I think it'll be the ultimate fan decision, and
and then it'll go under the ground again.
Because this is kind of like a second shot and redeem themselves a little bit from GT.
Exactly.
Yeah,
this is their second shot.
So.
And if they screw this up, it's over. So, but does anybody else have a topic that they want to talk about, or perhaps maybe discuss Edgar's boner? What?
God.
Well,
the 3-inch
I do have
gun.
to say one thing.
All right. Okay.
I do have one thing to say about the Dragon Ball Super show. Like, it would be really interesting to like see like another race or something like that we don't know about yet. Like how we were interacted with Planet, like how we learn about Piccolo's origin, of how where Kami came from, that. But it would be interesting to see that. But instead of like a planet where it's like peaceful and that, like it'd be interesting to see like the opposite.
Oh, so like a planet
like
that's
them
like
going
always in war and stuff.
It's always destruction, like all the time, where there's always someone destroying things.
I don't know why.
Would that be something interesting?
It would, but like I don't know why. But like whenever I was watching Dragon Ball as a kid, and I saw like these like beings who learnt things, I really wanted to see a character like Cell and Boo. Like, so for example, like Goku does the Spirit Bomb or instant transmission, and like that guy just sees it once, and then like he just picks it up and uses it against him. Like they're a race of like very knowledgeable fighters, and they pick things up the instant they see it. Like, click, I got it.
I think
that'd be good.
I think the race of the Yardrats are very interesting because what if there's a Yardrat warrior, and he comes about and he challenges perhaps somebody, because remember they taught Goku the instant transmission, so God knows what else they know. Maybe they know telekinetic powers, or maybe they know something else, like mind
they
manipulation.
honestly did look like they knew how to use their mind to move shit around, honestly.
Exactly. So I mean that's one example. Why am I still thinking
but also
about...
too, I would like to see Piccolo. Whoops.
Why am I still thinking about Edgar being Pennywise the Clown? I don't know. There's something about that like just fucking just jerking off as a clown.
Oh god.
So I'm gonna say this. What's everyone's thoughts on Silent Hill canceled?
Oh, don't. I'm gonna rant. Don't.
We're talking. We're going into it.
I'm gonna. Does anybody else here follow Konami and Kojima?
No.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Konami canceled Silent Hills because they had a fallout with Kojima, and Kojima left the company. When he left the company, they decided to cancel Silent Hills because it was supposed to be a Del Toro Konami production, like it was supposed to be their game. And they decided to keep Metal Gear instead of canceling it because that's their cash cow. So to all the Silent Hill fans out there, they pretty much said, fuck you, we don't care about you. We're going to cancel the game because we had a fallout with the creator.
Oh, boo-hoo, cry me a river.
And even the PT game is gone.
No, I mean, the PT demo was a part of that, narrative. It was a part of Silent Hills in a way. Like, what you saw was something that, we were going to get. And what sucks is the fact that we're not going to get it because of these stingy, fucking greedy-ass executives that pretty much don't know how to run a company. I mean, have you noticed in the last couple of years that most of these major companies like Capcom, Sega, Konami, like they're all falling apart because they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Exactly. Yep.
They're ruining our favorite games.
They're not looking at the fans.
It's not just that. It's not just that. They just don't give a fuck about anything anymore. There's like, you want to play games, go play our older games, or you want to play a game, just go play like a couple of games that we made a few years ago, like Castlevania, Lords of Shadows.
Oh, please. That's why I'm sorry. You mentioned Castlevania. I'm a huge fan here, and that's one of Konami's well-known, recognized titles with Silent Hill. Even though it's very like underground, it's very obscure. Uh, Kojima was heavily involved with Lords of Shadow, Castlevania Lords of Shadow, and hence he's left. And I felt like too that Konami, some of these people that work with Konami, the creator David Cox with Castlevania, he kind of said, "F it, I don't care about the old series." Now, what he did with this series, he basically, I'm gonna leave it to a different company because I'm done with it. I told my story. I'm gonna leave it to a different company, and Konami still owns the rights to it. I still want this franchise to die. Same thing with Silent Hill. I don't want this franchise to be forgotten and left and unused. So if you're not Konami, if you don't get your stuff straight, please give it to at least someone who knows it to do it right.
I mean, there is a petition going around that people want Silent Hills back, and they're willing to do a petition and sign a whole bunch of stuff. What's interesting is the fact that if we do get it back, will it be the same? I mean, because that raises a lot of questions.
That's the only thing. Like,
yeah, because like you know how
in general,
game companies like to be. They're like, oh, this guy he pissed me off. I'm gonna give you the shittiest game ever.
Like I don't know.
Well, apparently.
No, go ahead.
Apparently, they're going off of the gaming. They're getting out of the gaming market. If you didn't hear about that, by the way, in a few 2 years from now or something like that, they're supposed to be leaving the gaming market.
Wow.
So, because apparently, what was it like? Like pretty much we're all like we're like the Wall Street section. Apparently, like they're starting to leave like the gaming section apparently out of that for the market. So and apparently they're saying we're not some gaming company. We do other things than our stuff. Don't think of us as a gaming company. Gosh, like that's pretty much what they said when they shut down Silent Hill. So.
I really hope
I don't know.
like Silent Hills to me was like I don't know if you guys played PT or not, but it was just like such a.
I played the demo. Omar forced me to play it. I
just
myself.
watched it. I just watched it.
It's one of the best horror games that I've played in such a long time, and it's only a fucking demo. Like it puts you in that situation.
And the only thing.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, okay. And the only thing is that it's gone. It's thin air now. Like we can't get to it anymore.
There is a way. If you did download it before, it should be saved onto your PS4
or
Xbox One like storage.
Apparently, though, it's only good for one more try if you download it again.
I can't get the game
but
to
if
reset.
You lose it,
I'm trying to reset the game. I'm stuck on a certain level.
Oh.
I don't know how to do that, man. I'm just like so fucking pissed off. I don't know. I mean, Silent Hills. Go ahead, Jason. You damn it, fucking goddamn it.
Yeah, Mister. His name's the Cutter now. He cuts everyone off.
The Cutter.
Cutter.
Jason Rusev.
Rusev.
Speaking about my last name, Alex, I heard you're gonna tell your viewers about my real name.
Yeah, your real name is Boner Boy. You son of
I thought that was Edgar. You're talking to the wrong person here.
Oh, it's both of you. Actually, no. You're the strap-on queen.
Ooh.
No, man, I'm the Rusinata. All the way, Rusinata.
Oh my god. This is why, like, Jason seems like the type of guy that would approach a girl and she would be like, hey, what's up? My name is Lisa. And Jason would be like, they call me the Rusinator. And then she fucking, like, runs away. Probably, like, calls the cops and gets him arrested.
He's like, I'm the Rusinator / penetrator.
I'm the penetrator of hairy asses. And you got me so pissed off about Silent Hills, man. Fucking ruined my favorite game.
Oh man, so neat.
What's another game they ruined? They ruined Resident Evil. I'll tell you that much. The games aren't even the same anymore.
Yeah.
Fucking Capcom. Another retarded ass company, Capcom.
Marvel versus Capcom.
I mean, you know what I was actually waiting for, like, for a long time? Do you know how they have Mortal Kombat the way it is. You know how they have like the Injustice game. I was waiting for a Marvel game like that. Like that would have been amazing.
Yeah, that would have been pretty epic right there.
Like, can you imagine a Mortal Kombat style game featuring Marvel characters? Like that would be greatly awesome.
Yeah.
But
I'd be spamming
like
Deadpool.
that's why I'm like wondering. It's like, why are we getting all these Lego games when we can be getting something like that? It baffles me. It really does. It baffles me to like to like no end. I don't know. But does anybody here have any topics? Anybody at all? Anybody? Wayhouse?
I was gonna say, what horror movie would you guys like to see be made into a video game?
Ooh.
Because personally, for me, I'd like a game where, because like Alex, I completely agree with you. That one time when you did a fan mail, I can't remember who, but like someone asked you like, what did you think of Jeepers Creepers? That thing was like one of the most scariest things I'd ever seen in my life until I then watched all of the what was it called? What was it? What was it? Who knows? But like, I'd like a game where like you make a custom made character, and like you don't know what the story is yet, and like all you got to go with is a custom made character. You have a car, you're on the road, and you have one companion, an online friend, and you're just driving throughout the road, and then like you just see cars like leaving town. It's like abandoned area, do not go. And then like it's like just an abandoned road, no civilization. And there's that one guy just looking at you from the distance, and he knows that you're onto him, and he follows you, and it is the creeper from Jeepers Creepers. How would you guys like what horror game would you guys, what horror movie would you like to see become a
That's
game?
hard to say because some horror movies just completely suck.
True.
And
It's hard to say too because incorporating the plot and stuff like that, it's hard to do, especially if you're trying to make a game. You're trying to make a game. Yeah, you have the story, but like some of the stories in horrors are just like you can't really work game mechanics to it unless it's like a side scroller story or something, like a narration story where you just click the page next, next, next. I don't know, it's hard to do it. Some movies. It's like imagine hypothetically, it's like imagine a paranormal activity video game. Like what are you supposed to do?
oh my god, you would walk around endlessly looking for like clues.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of hard because
And speaking about paranormal activity, let's talk about the paranormal activity trailer.
what trailer? There's a trailer?
The new one that's coming out. There's a new trailer, Ghost Dimensions. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
You know?
They didn't show anything about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
1 minute. Can I just Jason?
They did not show anything about that.
1 minute.
I want me to prove you wrong. You want me to prove you wrong? And watch
prove me wrong, you whale.
It's true.
Wait a minute.
Send it to me. I have to see this because if it's real,
I got it.
1 minute. Jason.
Blake wants to say something quick.
Jason, Alex has just owned you, so sir, I'm gonna give you the additional.
What the hell was that?
The whip.
What?
You just got whipped.
Was that supposed to be a whip?
What about the whip?
Yeah, you got whipped, man. I mean, Alex burned you.
Yeah, I spanked you, bro.
When did he burn me? When did he burn me?
The whole like Rusinator thing that you like a girl would like.
That was like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like 20 minutes ago.
I was like, when did he burn me? I'm like, I don't remember anything about being burned about a horror movie. I was like, what?
Oh, too bad.
Paranormal.
Oh, so they're trying to further expand upon that door.
You know,
what door?
If by some chance Paranormal Activity comes out this year, next year, whatever the case may be, I really hope that they don't completely. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like they will fuck it up in a way, but I don't know. It's fucking weird. I mean, I heard. Well, actually, now that I'm looking at something, I can see a quote unquote trailer. I don't know how true this is. But for fuck's sake, man, it's like, are they gonna even tie everything together, or are they just gonna fuck everything up again?
More like horror franchise always do. They fuck everything up.
I mean,
I don't get
horror
it. I don't get it with the horror franchise, man. It's like sometimes they make one or two good movies and it does really good, and then after that they fuck everything up.
That's the nature of horror movies. Like horror, they got 3 good ones, then you go with shit ones.
Okay, hold on. So I'm watching this trailer,
and it's like,
and it says 3 months later, the passage to evil holds the key. The guardians of Satan are here. What the fuck? Okay, well, they're showing off a whole bunch of like destroyed shit. I don't fucking. They're gonna ruin this shit. I have a feeling. It's like it pisses me the fuck off, man. God, fucking Hollywood.
Alex is gonna go Super Saiyan 3 and then just go, Hollywood, you fucked up so many times.
They fucked up the 4th movie. They fucked up the 3rd movie. I don't know about the 5th one. It was alright, but
third movie was the best one. The third one was
but
the
I mean,
best one.
no, but for what it was worth, it could have been so much better if they were just to like not fucking like just be all.
But it was creepy. But I want to say it was creepy. One? The 3rd one.
Oh, the 3rd one, yeah.
Little
shit,
girls
like,
and shit like that.
Yeah, but it was like the way the whole shit went down.
Yo, this is a long ass fucking trailer. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what someone said. They're like, God, 4-minute trailer.
No. It's a 5 minute. What the fuck is that in the corner?
It's me.
Hold on. Get the fuck. All right, that was really nice.
What?
All right, so there was this person sitting or thing. Oh, what the? All right, that was awesome. Okay, never mind. All right, well, the ending of the trailer, a dark figure was like gunning at someone. That was actually pretty cool. But the rest of the movie looks like it's gonna be fucking trash. You know what these horror movies are nowadays? It's like it's like Nathan said. It's like pretty much somebody just walking up to you and just going boo. That's
really
all it is. And it pisses me off because the original movies died alongside our fucking hopes and dreams.
I mean, they really need to get creative, like serious creative writers who actually don't care about milking it for money, but just care for giving the audience a good story. I mean, for example, I know it's not to do with the same franchise or the same anything, but like Xenoverse, they listened to us and they gave us exactly what we wanted. They gave us good character creation. I mean, sure, there could have been a lot more, but still they gave you many options throughout the game. Like, you collect extra shit. I mean,
you can't really please everybody. So, I mean, if this trailer is as legit as they're posting it out to be, then all right, it looks interesting. It doesn't look good at all. I'm sorry. I don't know how many horror fans are in here.
Do you know, Alex, this is a question that I think a lot of your fans want to ask you for ages, and this is one that I always want to ask you. How would you go about making a horror movie?
That all depends on what kind of genre of horror we're talking about.
Yeah.
You have slasher, you have monster, you have found footage. So
anything you want, Alex. Anything you want.
I don't know because all right. My question to you guys, my rebuttal is, what's original anymore? There's nothing original anymore. So you're gonna have to duplicate something.
Yeah, it's true. And one more thing to that list of scary movies, there's also thriller. That's I love thriller movies, especially it gets you intense and emotional and scary, but it's intense. It doesn't have all those scary monsters, but it's a thriller. So yeah, it kind of everything
like
has
Joyride and all that.
Sort of, yeah, but not.
All right.
I think literally everything has been done.
Everything has been done. Period. The only way to go about things is to have an original story concept, and that's it. I mean, everything else like subplot, sub characters, like certain illusions and effects. I mean, they've been done in a way. Everything, like, if anybody out there could like name one thing that hasn't been done, name it, because everything has been done. So if I had to choose a horror movie, I would have to go with something that is different, but yet it's not so different where you're gonna look at the movie and go, this just seems weird. So I don't know, like, what would you guys pick out of like the genres of horror?
I'd do like demons and all that shit.
Explain further.
Like demonic entities and all that stuff. Like, like demons and like how they got from like the demon world to Earth and like what their purpose is and like how they're like manipulating people to like do their bidding and everything. For like a higher power.
Do you guys want to hear my story?
Go for it.
No, not the giant dildo.
My horror movie would be aimed towards men, because, and I need you guys to hear me out on this. Now, it's obviously going to be like one of those bloody, disgusting horror movies. Now, the main like evil entity here is going to be, I was thinking maybe like a giant 6-foot vagina that had like teeth.
Oh God!
Listen to me.
Dude.
All right, so like every man, they love vagina. They slide their penile in there and they have a good old time. Now imagine if you were to do that, and the vagina strikes back. It's like the vagina opens up with like these razor sharp, like shark-like teeth, and then inside of it, like she has like tentacles that come out, and like it grabs you by the head, and it pulls you towards the vagina. Right now, in order to kill this thing, you're gonna literally have to throw Jolly Ranchers directly within the hole of the vagina. Now, you can't just throw any kind of Jolly Rancher. It has to come out of Edgar's stomach. So first you're gonna have to find this kid. You're gonna have to find this kid and like just mutilate him and remove these magical Jolly Ranchers from his stomach, and then directly insert him inside of a razor sharp vagina that has like teeth in it and stuff.
Edgar in the background. What the fuck?
I think it's worthy of a golden.
But oh, sorry.
I don't know. Like honestly, for me, I'll be honest. I would say to do crossovers with movies, with horror movies. I would definitely love to see Pinhead versus Freddy Krueger. I would love to see Leatherface versus Ghostface. Due to the fact that Ghostface versus Leatherface are both human element type of characters. They're both human. Freddy versus Pinhead because they're both supernatural. Michael versus Jason because they're obviously like zombies. So I don't know. Like, what about you guys?
I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see the creeper from Jeepers Creepers actually fight something easier than humans to like the full extent where he has to use like his otherworldly powers.
Versus the creeper.
Jason versus the creeper?
Yeah.
Creeper is more smart.
And he has bigger balls. He'd probably stick his fucking green balls in your face. You'd probably just
what the fuck
in there.
Oh man.
We all know Edgar would like that though.
Well, that's why you're saying, "Oh damn."
I don't know, horror movies, man. Like, it's just a no-go for me. Like, I'm not.
Holy fucking shit! Pigeon just flew into my window.
Get the fuck out.
What?
Damn pigeons.
No, like a freaking pigeon. Like all you hear is silence.
Oh hell no! That's a bad omen. You get the fuck out the podcast. You gotta fucking start cursing all of us.
No. Like the window's shut and everything, and then like. Cause like dawn is just like coming and everything, like morning's just coming. Then like the pigeon just like flew and hit my window.
We don't deal with none of that pigeon flying into our window shit. It's time for you to go.
Well, that's okay. Apparently, we once a year, at least one bird will hit our main window, like our big, huge window in the living room, once a year. For some reason, I don't know why.
I've never gotten a pigeon hit my fucking window.
I don't see why it's a bad omen.
Speaking of birds and this coincidence and being weird, I had a friend who bit a live baby bird's head off.
Why?
I just recently heard this. I'm like, that is some Ozzy Osbourne shit right there.
I was gonna say.
I don't know why. Must have been drunk one night or something. I don't know.
Jason's friends with Ozzy Osbourne. No, Jason, Nathan.
Fuck that.
Yeah, he bit a bad head off.
He can't even talk because he has semen in his mouth. He's like,
I look good in front of the camera.
Young Money.
Well, thank you for the trailer update, by the way, because I really didn't think I was gonna find it, to be honest.